There is a recall for broccoli sold at Walmart that could be contaminated with listeria.
You try to eat healthy? A few pieces of fruit in the morning, some broccoli with dinner. Just like your doctor told you. But what if I told you that the fresh produce in your cart might be older than your leftovers and possibly more dangerous? Recently, Walmart issued a nationwide recall for broccoli potentially contaminated with listeria. That alone is alarming, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. Because across America, in the biggest grocery chain, behind shiny displays and misted greens, something disturbing is happening. And by the end of this video, you'll never look at your vegetables the same way again. Let's start with Walmart. Walmart is known for low prices, massive selection, and convenience. Where else can you buy toilet paper, dog food, and a zucchini within 10 feet of each other? But behind those everyday low prices is a high cost to quality. Former Walmart produce workers have blown the whistle. One from Texas revealed that they regularly unpacked boxes of lettuce already turning brown. His instructions? Peel off the slimy leaves, mist it with water, stack it on the shelf, looks fresh. Until you get it home. Why? Because Walmart's pricing model pressures suppliers to deliver faster and cheaper. That often means vegetables are picked too early, stored too long, and trucked across the country in questionable conditions. That bag of spinach in your fridge? It could have been harvested 10 days ago, sat in a hot warehouse, and tossed onto the shelf by a worker in a rush. And some of the organic or local labels? Multiple investigations found that certain Walmart stores were slapping those labels on imported goods from places with little to no pesticide regulation. That tomato from Mexico might be wearing a fake locally grown sticker. Now let's move to Safeway. Walk in and it feels fancy. Soft lighting, neat displays, upscale vibes. But don't be fooled by the ambiance. Behind the scenes, it's a different story. Employees have described something called rotation theater. That's where older, wilting produce is carefully placed on top of the newer, fresher stock, so it sells faster. In other words, they want you to grab the stuff that's already dying. One viral Reddit post from a Safeway employee showed moldy bell peppers being wiped clean with paper towels and placed back on display. The manager's reply? If the customer doesn't touch it, they'll never know. And those misting systems that make the lettuce glisten? They rarely get cleaned. One employee said the pipes smell like mildew when opened. So that refreshing spray? It might be carrying more than just water. Customers have found bugs in pre-washed spinach, worms in lettuce bags, tomatoes that look perfect until they collapse like jelly in your hand. Next up, Kroger, the second biggest grocery chain in America. You'd think that means better quality, better standards. Think again. Kroger employees have talked about using something they call miracle spray. It's just lemon juice and water, sprayed onto wilted produce to fake freshness. The goal? Make it look alive just long enough to sell it. Then there are the veggie trays, pre-cut, sealed, and super convenient, right? Not exactly. In some stores, these trays are prepared early in the day, then left unrefrigerated for hours before someone remembers to chill them. One deli worker admitted, "We just stack them in the back and hope nobody notices the smell." And once again, Kroger has been caught mislabeling imports as local. One location had zucchinis with Guatemalan shipping labels under a locally grown sign. Now let's talk about Food Lion, known for budget pricing, especially in the Southeast. But some shoppers have shared horrifying stories. One posted a photo of celery that had turned brown and brittle. It was still labeled as manager's special. An ex-employee admitted, "If it wasn't moldy, we put it out. Deliveries only come once or twice a week. That means vegetables sit and sit and sit. When storage runs out, crates of food are stacked in hallways, no refrigeration." In one South Carolina location, an inspection found pre-cut fruit stored above 55 degrees, well into the danger zone where bacteria multiply fast. Some stores were also caught repurposing spoiled produce. Slimy tomatoes, diced into salsa, wilted spinach, tossed into a sauté mix. As long as it doesn't smell, it gets sold. Let's move on to Giant. The name promises scale. But does it promise standards? According to workers, no. Giants' produce displays are built for appearance, not rotation, not freshness. Employees were told to stack new produce on top of old, build towers, keep it full. But that tomato you grabbed from the bottom might have been there since Monday. One customer posted a photo of a veggie tray with condensation inside the plastic. The caption read, "Looks like it's sweating out its regrets." And pest problems? Oh, yes. In Maryland, a fruit fly outbreak spread from bananas to leafy greens. Customers shopped through it while gnats hovered above the apples. And a bigger issue? Training. Some produce workers say they received just 2 hours of food safety instruction before being expected to manage the whole section alone. And finally, Family Dollar. Yes, that Family Dollar. While not known for fresh produce, many locations do stock fruit, vegetables, and prepackaged goods. And in 2023, over 400 stores had to temporarily shut down. Why? Because the FDA found live rodents, droppings, and decomposing animals inside their main warehouse, where food was stored and shipped out. Even after the recall, some stores kept selling affected products. One shopper in Georgia bought a bag of carrots that smelled off. The expiration date had been scratched off, and a new sticker slapped on. And in-store conditions? Many Family Dollar locations don't even have proper refrigeration. One worker said, "If the air conditioning goes out, we just keep selling until someone complains." That's not a joke. That's reality. So, what can you do? You might be thinking, I'll just wash everything really well. And yes, washing helps. But it doesn't solve the bigger problem. It doesn't reverse 2 weeks of decay. It doesn't undo sloppy storage. And it won't save you from vegetables that were mishandled long before they hit your cart. The word fresh means nothing anymore. It's a label, a gimmick, a calculated illusion. Grocery stores know you won't examine every leaf of romaine. They count on you not noticing the slime on the spinach or the gnats buzzing near the bananas. So it's time to stop shopping blind. Snap the stems, smell the lettuce. Check for fog inside plastic packages. If that bag of salad is slimy, put it back. If the carrots bend instead of snap, walk away. If your cherry tomato looks perfect but tastes like regret, trust your instincts. Because every time you walk away from moldy produce, you send a message. That message moves from the shelf to the store to the supplier. And one day, maybe even the industry will change. If this made you rethink your grocery haul, do me a favor. Tap like, hit subscribe, and help someone else see behind the shine. Because when it comes to food, looks can kill. And truth, it's not always on the label. Stay sharp, stay curious, and remember, just because it's in a grocery store, it doesn't mean it's safe for your plate.